welcome back. This is my channel, Sal of the Earth. Now, I've been absorbing so much information recently. A lot from Cosmic Agency, thank you Gosha and Swaru and everybody in that team. A lot about the coming solar flash or event. There's so much information out there, and I felt very, very strongly today to give something back. Now, I've started doing something which at first felt a little bit weird, I must admit, but it also felt quite natural. Now, if you've ever heard of light language, then you'll know what I'm on about. But otherwise, if you haven't, let me explain from my understanding. It's basically a verbal way of transmitting energy, essentially. Now, I'm a Reiki practitioner, so I'm used to transmitting energy through hands-on healing, basically. Because I've been attuned through the Reiki practice, I've learned how to do the positions and learned how to use my intuition to find my own positions. I know how to transmit energy that way. But very often, I feel that there's so many other different ways that we can share this energy, which helps to uplift us all. We're all trying to increase that frequency, just turn the dial up a bit, you know, so ring the tuning fork or the Tibetan bells. I've got a lovely set of Tibetan bells here. That's quite a lovely pure sound. Wasn't when I started. If you hit the bells in a place where the energy is not quite harmonious, let's say, you can hear a dissonance, but the more you ring them, the clearer and purer that tone becomes, and that tells you, that's feedback to say the energy of this place is now calmer, more whole, I suppose. So what I've felt with absorbing all this information is that I needed to try light language for myself. And it's just kind of come out. It's just flowed right through me. Usually when I'm doing the washing up, standing at the sink, looking out at the blue sky, only when there's nobody else in the house, mind you. It's a very kind of private thing in a way, that I have to be in a space where I feel safe and I feel that I can open right up and I can just let it flow. And I'm not worried about looking or sounding silly or anything. It's just, it's what needs to happen. So, as I was talking about Reiki, light language itself is a transmission of energy. So, although some people call it light language, I don't think it's necessarily got equivalents in English. It's not that cut and dry. But what it is a language of emotions and a language of spiritual connection. A language of, like the bells, you hear the sound and it helps you to balance. It helps you to organise your frequency, I suppose, to tidy things up a bit and to raise it. That's my understanding. I'd love to hear your comments about it. I'd love to hear your own experiences. If you've ever tried speaking light language yourself, or if you've listened to loads of YouTube videos, if you have any favourites, if there's any particular languages, because I hear some people say, well, this is a Pleiadian language, this is a Lyran language, blah, blah. So I'm going to have a go at doing some on camera for the first time. Not in front of my washing up for a change. So I'm just going to take a moment to have a breath. And I'm going to clear this space because I can feel the nervous energy building up, so bear with me. Okay. And we'll see what flows through. Otatai atareke kenatai ormiata unsor brutiataka Murid baistara gorftiat. Untae katsu orniatae koto ovnar nibatae takat. Untakat. Unapiatae toat. Nostareki achnöbaradia tobatae eurotibatan. Murmjeta. Omurmjeta. Orbje achnero breino to frustrata kach. Norni asvorino arina to barivu hannehet. Ayofdalai. Norim yahet khonare, soram adora begai. Brayachinalo, morme. Eyano so. Terro yatat, ormi echnore. Sorry viachonavare. Lo tari echnoro brombadei kato. Mueteke kato. Mraikdia kato. Sor orniete opotai eto. Moaio monu atei brino ormi echnade. Boriki. Neie tata. Orniet otayen. How did that feel? I had various images going through my head. It felt like a welcoming. There was a big group embrace, if you like. One of the things that came out, one word that I've come out with, or not necessarily a word, let's say, let's call it a sound pattern. One sound pattern that I've come out with sounds an awful lot like potato, and I got this message saying, no, you're not saying potato, it's something else, but it sounds a bit like that. So often you'll find that you'll hear some of these words and your brain wants to categorize them. It wants to put them in the little pigeonholes, but it can't all the time. You have to listen with your heart, not your head. Your ears are taking in the sound and your brain is frantically trying to sort it out. What you need to do is, don't worry brain, just send it to the heart, feel this. Nevertheless, people will probably recognize little bits of words. And I think sometimes that's kind of on purpose. I think that there's something, if you hear a word and it has a great deal of meaning for you, it makes you feel something strongly, then that's probably a meaning meant for you. Otherwise, there can be sound patterns that sound a lot like words that have nothing to do with the energy that's actually being transmitted. In one transmission from someone, I heard something that sounded very much like my name. And I was, wow, that's like a different pronunciation of my full given names. And it felt like it was completely directed at me. I couldn't take it as anything else but that. And I heard when I was speaking just now, I heard Reiki. I don't know whether that was my subconscious plopping that in there for you, or whether that was intentional with the way it came through. I don't know. And you might ask, where does this stuff come from? Some people have said that they're channeling it from other beings, maybe alien beings, star brothers and sisters. Sometimes it's from your higher self, I think. But at the end of the day, aren't we all one anyway? So it's just coming from a different room in the house. It's just coming from a different aspect. Once the soul was described to me as being like a golf ball. So everything, all consciousness is this golf ball, and all the little dimples on it are different belief systems or different people, even different aspects of the very same thing. And we need to keep reminding ourselves of that. We're all essentially, at the end of the day, this one amazing consciousness, like in the story that I told you in a previous video. we're all these aspects of consciousness that have split itself apart, and we're all looking back, piecing ourselves together again, maybe reassembling ourselves in a new and more wonderful way, maybe lifting the whole vibration of the entirety up further, going to the next level, gaining experience points as we go along on our quest, leveling up. So there you go, that's my first attempt at light language on video. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know, more importantly, how you felt about it, and any other comments. I would love to hear them. So I'll keep it short for today. So that's it. Bye for now.